an asshole, man. That dude's an asshole and he knows it.
From the mean streets of Brooklyn, to the cornfields of Des Moines, Iowa, to the Cascades of Boise, Idaho, this is the one and only Bloomberg Report. Okay, everybody. This is Mayor Goonberg with the Goonberg Report. Bienvenue, good morning, como esta, guten tag. Today, I'm going to talk about feminism. And I'm going to talk about feminism in a different view. Today, I'm going to talk about 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to talk about this right here. This is a nice interracial couple. Now, I want to show you how. This is like, I don't care. Let me put this little caveat in here. I don't care who you date. It's none of my business. Cause I date whoever I date now. But I'm gonna tell you why. This right here, African Americans and European white women are the biggest group in America by a country marathon. I don't care who you say. This group beats them. Probably by 2 to 1. Probably by fucking 4 to 1 if you look at it. Excuse my French. Probably vous français. But I'm going to tell you why we got to this. Now, I'm an older gentleman. I'll say I'm 50. I was born in 1970. That was the middle of Black Power. Remember how Black Power and all that, Summer of Love and all that, people were into themselves and their races, whatever that. This is when black folks started getting more, demanding more of the rights. This is when the Black Panther movie that you're looking at now happened back then. Or something happened earlier, but you know what I'm saying. But back then, the feminist. Now let me explain something what the European women in American European women were fighting for. Like, African American women will tell you that they're the biggest feminist. Well, how'd you get to be the biggest feminist? Because these chicks turned you on to it. And they try to say that they worked hand in hand, they were teamworks, they were teammates, my fault, teamworks. No, they weren't. Suffrage. Look up suffrage. Susan B. Anthony and all that other stuff. They weren't cool with you during that time period because America was what it was back then. And I'm not going to talk about that because, like I said, I'm not on that. I mean, I can debate you if you want to, but I'm not on that. I want some growth. I want a learning. Okay, now look up suffrage. That's what their cause was in the beginning. Susan B. Anthony. This was during the progressive era. A lot of you should have studied this in high school. If you didn't make it to 9th grade, shut up and listen. Alright. A lot of them were progressive, so this is suffrage. Okay. Fast forward to the 60s and 70s, early 70s. Black Power and the Summer of Love was infiltrated by the FBI. We can all agree to this because you're seeing movies now and you're finally figuring out and it's a shame you have to see it through a movie because a lot of us know this, but never mind, that's a different topic for a different day on the dumbing down of the community. But feminism came up. Women were burning their bras, taking them off, which I ain't complaining, by the way. You can still send me some inbox pictures if you want to. No complaints. Just saying. And what happened was, black men and black women didn't have a nickel in that dime. Because these chicks, I'm going to show you how we'll call them Becky's. And I call him Jerome. Okay, I don't know who these two are, by the way. Just a little note. I don't know. Not family. I don't know who they are. It's just two interracial people I picked off the internet. Public pictures. Now, they said, burn your bras. The man's oppressing you. This, that, and the third. What Becky meant was, it's not literally our men were, it's like the big daddy government was letting a lot of stuff slide that men were letting happen. Now, a lot of these women came from two-parent homes, even the ones that look like me, even Jerome, one look like Jerome. They came from two-parent homes, so they didn't really. It really didn't happen, but they were tugging black. It was black power and feminism. Somehow we got to this point where feminism won. Now I'm not. I'll do a video about how that happened too if you want to, but I'll go neither here. Well, I'm doing it now. Fuck, what am I doing? What am I talking about? But what happened was feminism won. Black women said that they were getting oppressed. Then they started saying we were oppressing. I'm like, hold up. If we're in the same struggle, if we're in the same boat and we're both rowing the same way, how am I going against you? That's one logical way to look at it. But they didn't look at it that way. They said we were oppressing them. They wanted their rights. So what did they do? They struck out on their own in fucking projects and went on welfare. Dang, that's the first one where they messed up. Second off, throughout the years, they went on these. I've said this in many videos, and you folks know this happened. I'm not telling anything that's a secret anymore. You might get mad about the way I'm saying it, but call me a liar and prove it to me. They went on these talk shows saying black men were this, that, and the third, and like, hey, dang, that was 3. Then no, that was 2. My fault, 2. The third strike was they were always going to the government on brothers, on black guys. You see in the child support. I'm not gonna sit here and lie on y'all. If we started to do something and they didn't like it because they weren't included, they go to the government and tell on you. They drop it. FYI, they're the biggest snitches, buddy. Read Sisters of the Passage. When I talk about, I'm not talking about. It just gets more prevalent today. These modern ones. It wasn't kind of like that back in the day because we all were in this. We had the same struggle. Okay, now we're up to where they're calling the cops on us, going to go. Like, you know, they're calling the cops going to government because look at child support. Like I said, go to any major city in child support, sit in that room for a while. You'll see what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay, we got to that. Now, this whole time, black men, we were listening, like, when I was coming up, we were listening to guys who, don't throw the sisters under the bus. Give them a chance. Meanwhile, we're sacrificing and we're putting our lives on hold for these motherfuckers who are throwing us under the bus every 5 minutes. You got it. Now, a lot of us start saying in our like 20s and 30s, wait a minute. They're doing this to us. They're doing this to us on an everyday basis. Why in the fuck do I have to remain loyal to a fucking Benedict Arnold? Okay? Dig this. Now, Becky didn't like her home situation. No matter what it was, I don't care. It's none of my business. Now, Becky's talking about burning bras, and she's unhappy with her spouse or her men. Jerome is definitely unhappy with her women. And like I said, I keep saying modern day women so you get the point. I'm not saying back in the day. I'm talking about modern day black women. They saw where we were going. And I have a theory, and I'm going to put it out there because I think it's true. And I said it before. People who are oppressed can relate. And whether you like it or not, Becky was oppressed. She was. And so was Jerome. I'm just saying these two names. I don't know their name. I don't want you to go off on her. And I'm being fair. I'm calling him Jerome, calling her Becky. That way nobody gets offended. I offend everybody. But Becky wasn't happy with her home situation. And Jerome, he sure hell ain't happy with his home situation. Like I said, so what happened is, every here and there, you see him start the date. And all of a sudden, now it's to the point now is, you go on TikTok, you go on all social media, it's like exploding. It's like the number one. And after your own race dates, that's it right there. If you want to go to an interracial dating, that's number one. And now People, especially black women, they're all mad because they're stuck here with all these damn kids, to all these damn dudes that weren't worth a damn, and they're expecting guys like myself and others to pick the slack up and say, well, we're our community. Hold up, bitch. We were in a community when you were going over to the government telling them every 5 minutes. We were in the community when you going, look, here's how I'll tell you. I know people know what I'm talking about. And this goes to all races, so I'm not just singling out. I'm just explaining. Guys were asking me questions and women were asking me questions about this. I'm just explaining. Look, how many of you guys have been taken, or how you want to say it, had to go through child support process because either it didn't work out with her, she found you were with a new girl, or you just found it, you're like, I don't want to be with her. And then she got mad and automatically went down there. How many of you guys went through this? It's not like I'm like Christian the magician here, and I'm putting an envelope to my head and knowing you did this. A lot of guys that went through this. I talk to people; they go through this, and so what it is you want me to be loyal to a group of people who aren't loyal to me. Where does that work out at? And then they want to blame everything on somebody else. Here's what feminism got you, ladies, and which you didn't take advantage of. Maybe you should now. Welfare system is designed for you guys to go to school. They got 50 fucking million programs where you can go to school. They tell you how to cheat on the hours. Trust me, I know all this. Guys don't have that. Men, I'm talking about men and women, not race now. Welfare was built for you to go to school and succeed. A lot of you didn't. You still aren't. You're taking advantage. And then they say, well, a lot of black women have calls than black men. That's every race. Every race has more women having degrees than men. You want to know why? Because the men, especially back in the day, because I've seen it myself, the men were going to work and had good jobs, and the women worked. And so what they did is, a lot of men, because I seen my mom did this. They tell them, hey, go back to school, get your degree. They hold the foot down. That's what they did back in the day. But here it's so fucking foreign to you people. And when I talk about that, they're looking at me like I'm speaking a foreign language over here. And all I'm doing is telling you the truth. Becky wanted to get away from whatever problem she was having in her community. And Jerome, like I said, Jerome was like, fuck you, I'm out of here. And I don't blame him. Because I've seen it. Then you combine the MGTOW, like the men going their own way, the Save Yourself Black Man, SYSBM, the red pill, you combine all that. What do you got? You got a recipe for this. Number one, like I said, people get mad when I say this. This is the number one group in the country. Outside of race specific dating, this is it. And then what's making matters worse? Here's another thing. A lot of people say, well, I'll tell you my thing. I dated, I told you another. I dated 2 Russian women, 2 Africans, a couple others after marriage. And the answer to your question is why I didn't really settle down on him. I just got out of a marriage. Look, you think I want to hop back on the horse again? I want to see what's out there for me first before I decide to. Besides, they wanted to have fun when I was having fun too. So it wasn't just me. It was mutual. We weren't dirty. I wasn't dirty when we were just cool. I'm still cool with the 2 chicks today from Russia. The African ones, they're like if you know African people, like the first generation ones, the second generation ones, they're kind of real clannish with their people. They're still like tribish. So dating with me, they frowned on me until they found out what I was doing, and all of a sudden they want to get around me. And by then I was like, nah, fuck you. Didn't like me then, fuck you too. But Eastern European women, they were different, and I want to tell you why real quick. During World War II, there was a Black Panther. If you look this up, look up General Patton. Look up Black Panthers. There was another one, Red something. I forget the last name. You have to look this up. They were the ones, and ask your great grandfather. For me, I can ask my grandfather. Well, I can't ask him. He's gone right now. He died. But what happened was during World War II, and you can look this up. Jewish people that are older know I'm telling what I'm talking about. A lot of Jewish people that are here today are Eastern Jews. And I'm segueing to another talk because it's I got to do this too because remember, I don't know if you remember back with Jimmy Carter. A lot of you might remember this back in the day when he flew. The Soviet Union was persecuting Jews and they flew them in here to the United States. Well, they're all living across America. I got a big settlement place where I live at right now. There are a lot of them. So a lot of these Russian and Ukrainians, a lot of these Eastern European women, they're coming visiting their family. They're staying with their family. They're staying here. And what it was is why they're all like she told me. Why we didn't have a problem with black people? We weren't worried. We don't worry about taking over the world or nothing. They never had a problem with black people. Like I said, whenever let me get back to the story with the Red Panther, Patton, and all that stuff. The Black Panthers were an all black brigade with the other red. I think it was Red Line. I'm not sure. You might look that up. They were the first ones that went to the concentration camps whenever the Germans left and tried to kill everybody. They were the first ones that were in there in some of these concentration camps. And whenever we mean old girl start talking about that, I can see why. They like if you go over, I couldn't go because all of a sudden the borders got shut down. But I was gonna go to St. Petersburg, Russia, and stay for a minute. But I couldn't because of the borders. But like she said we have no problem because and that's when she explained how her grandparents said they saw the black guys were rescuing them, and a lot of them, like they said, they would see tears in their eyes from rescuing them because the way they looked. And that's why a lot of them people don't care. But it's only in America that we have these hangouts because America tells you to, I'll tell you what, a lot of people know this, but a lot of black guys are finding out now. They would tell black people and Hispanic and even white people, don't go to X country, they're racist, or don't go to X country, they don't like Americans. Meanwhile, you go to X country, they don't have a problem with you. That's just my 2 cents on that part. But let me get back to Jerome and Becky here. Yeah, Becky, I think it's an orchestrated effort. Becky slicked them. She had a problem with these chicks. I mean, she had a problem with her family, her dude, or whatever. And the black chicks were throwing everybody under the bus. So this is why this combo right here is number one. And like black women, you see them complaining all the time on Facebook, or they're mad. Let me put it this way. Here's how mad they are. If a white guy makes videos about how praising how good black women are, he combs their hair, he loves their brown skin, yada, 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 this, that, and the third, and a fifth, nobody says a word. But the minute them white chicks on TikTok went crazy over brothers, all of a sudden it's a fetish. Now, which one is it? Like I said, I'm not making anything racial or nothing because I don't care who you date. But a lot of people were asking me, what do I think about why this is the number one couple, and you look stats up, this is the number one couple. Now, if you want to go marriage-wise, it's black women, interracial, and white men. But then you got to look at what they look like on that one. And then it's Corona, so they're all getting everybody's getting divorced anyway because they can't stay with each other that long unless you love each other. But this is really why this is the number one couple. They Okie Doked them and got them to believe, hey, look, you can leave your man too, because they were happy. They want other options. Called options. That's what it is. And then those idiots were like, yeah, we're gonna fight too. And you're like, wait a minute, fuck you fighting for? Who's oppressing you? If the government's oppressing you, I don't work for the fucking government, and they're oppressing me too, stupid. And excuse me. And then they went with that. It is what it is now. So now you got to deal with it. So this is the video on that to the young man who wanted to know. Because let me put it to you, the end game is real. They just got fooled. That's all it was. But like I said, I don't feel sorry for it now. It's too late. Because now they're all broke up, bitter, fat, and all that. The 85 kids. Hey, how you doing? Ain't no fucking how I'm doing. You stay over there. You stay with that fucking guy who gave you them 85 fucking kids. Don't look at me. But until then, I'll get you another video. This is Goomberg, and I'm talking real shit. That's all I talk. I only talk truth and real shit. You can look up all what I say. So this is Goomberg. This is Goomberg Report. Signing off. Bienvenue.